Hi, I'm Shoestring Jay and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. So today I'm going to focus on food, frugal food. I'm trying not to spend any money at all on food this week. In my last video I showed you some yellow stickers discounts that I found just in our local co-op supermarket, little tiny shop it is really. They weren't massive but they were, significant. It was worth buying them. So I am trying not to buy anything else because I did a really big shop at the beginning of the month because the girls were here. I mentioned that in my last video as well. And also it was supposed to be a low spend month, June, because May wasn't. But I've had a couple of unexpected expenses. So I am trying to rein it in even more. So I'm eating from the pantry as much as possible. Set myself a little pantry challenge this week, so I'm going to eat everything that's there, and I'm trying not to even buy milk, but I think I will have to probably get some milk at some point because we do go through it, we really do go through it quickly. Anyway, I will show you initially what I had for breakfast this morning. So I was using up some bits and pieces, and then I will show you the contents of the freezers. So as part of my pantry challenge today, I'm using up everything. And I did actually nearly make a boo-boo with this long life lactose free in that it's already gone over its best before. So luckily I need milk anyway, so I'm using that up quickly, and I've made my coffee using half of that. I always make half and half in the morning. Got the frozen bananas that Izzy brought home from Brighton. She brought them home. I think I showed you these in a previous video, and I sliced and froze them. So I'm using up half of those, and I'm going to use up the rest of these summer fruits and a carton of Greek yogurt. And I'm going to make a smoothie, well, probably half a carton of Greek yogurt. I'm going to make a smoothie with those because they're all there. They all need using up. So that's going to be breakfast, but I'm off to have my shower first. So they've defrosted mostly now. The banana's gone a bit brown, but it doesn't matter because it's going in a smoothie. I'm going to use up the rest of this orange juice, well, some of it anyway, there's a little bit left. And this thick Greek yogurt that has been sitting in the fridge for a week or so. I like putting desiccated coconut in my smoothies, and I'm going to put some honey as well because the fruit's quite sour, although there's not that much of that fruit. Anyway, I'm just going to whiz it up in my ancient food processor. Ancient, but it still works. So I'm not about to do anything about getting a new one. Goes the fruit. Nothing easier than a smoothie really, is there? My daughters didn't put yogurt in their smoothie. They don't like it, but I really love it with yogurt. It makes it lovely and creamy, and you don't need as much fruit. I think that's probably enough. And then we need some juice. We'll get quite a lot of juice from the fruit that's in there. A little bit of juice to start with, and I'll see how I go. And some people like adding nut milk, don't they, and that kind of thing. I like a good handful of desiccated coconut. I love that flavour. Plus, it's been hanging around a little while, needs using. And then I'll just do a good spoonful of honey. And I'm probably going to add some more liquid to this. I'm going to see how it goes. I'll probably make a couple of smoothies at least. Excuse my fingers. Lost the lid. Here we go. Right, let's have a look at the consistency. It's actually very thick for a smoothie. Probably a little bit too thick for a smoothie. But let's see how it tastes. Tastes nice. Tastes very nice. A bit more of the juice. I might put a little bit more honey in actually. Just a half a spoon. Just because I really like that sweetness. It was good to mind only doing this myself. Fingers all over it. Although they are clean fingers. And I've got coffee all over the lid. Doing well here this morning. Give it one more quick whiz. will do nicely. So it's made quite a good jug of yummy smoothie, and it's pouring like this. So it's quite thick still, but I like it thick. And some people don't like the seeds, and I do get that because they do tend to stick around. They're in your teeth for the whole day. So you can strain it, but I don't mind the seeds. I don't mind crunching on my breakfast until mid-afternoon. Anyway, good. Better get on with my pantry challenge. So let's show you the contents, the meagre contents of the fridge. I'll start up with the mayonnaise shelf. It has become a mayonnaise shelf. I've got a replacement one ready to go because we're on the end of this one. But then my mum, for some reason, gave my daughter this to bring back. Light mayonnaise, a really massive one. I always try and buy it in glass, but there you go. And then we went out, took my mum out to lunch to somewhere where they had a Wilkins jam cafe, and my daughter was given this with her salad, didn't eat it, so we've got that. So obviously got to finish this one first. So it was a bit jam and pickle at the back there. There's some Parmesan cheese. Now I need to use that in the next few days. This is just cheese triangles. They're horrible processed things, but sort of thing I snack on in the evening with crackers. And I was eating so much cottage cheese for the last few weeks that I think I've gone off the boil, but I've still got 2 whole pots of cottage cheese. Now one of these needs eating soon, this one. The other one's okay for a week or so. I've got the rest of that Greek yogurt. I used it in my smoothie at the back there. A couple of pieces of watermelon. Took watermelon to my sister's the other day and brought back the remaining pieces, so they'll get eaten today. I only use the Vitalite dairy-free margarine type stuff for baking. I haven't really got any baking planned, but I might. A bit of butter. There's the rest of my smoothie there for tomorrow. This Izzy left in here, it's sour cream, so I want to try and use this because it's delicious. It's not very low fat. I've got a tiny bit of cooked coleslaw left, but that's easy to use today. I've got salad that needs to go today, so it's going to be dinner with, I might do a jacket potato or a couple of jacket potatoes with the sour cream and a big salad. That could be a very easy dinner. Oh, more pickle. I've got more pickle. Oh no, that was jam up, they're not pickle. And I've got some open olives, but again I snack on those and stick them on my salad. I've got this, which I bought ages ago in Aldi or Aldi I think it was, and I opened it because the girls were here, so I thought there's a chance of eating it. It's such a big jar and it's really nice, but it's a bit sweet. However, that's been open a few days, so that now needs using, so I'll use that again on my salad. So it's going to be lots of salady veg today. I have some bacon. This is a tiny bit open when the girls were here, and there's one that's not open, so that can stay there. I would just crisp that up and chop it up on my salad. Might do that in the air fryer. I've got to cook Archie some chicken in the air fryer. This is Archie's chicken at the bottom here. I've pulled these out here because I've just got a few sad looking celery sticks which I got reduced, and just a few carrots. So I was thinking maybe I can make some soup because I do have a butternut squash in the other fridge outside, which I think I'm going to bring in here. Got all of my reduced veg. So I've got some new potatoes there. They're all right for a few days. Some red onions, some garlic, and some baking potatoes. So the baking potatoes we'll do today. And what do we have in here? The salad that needs using was reduced. It really needs using today because it's a couple of days over. A couple of peppers, they're okay for a bit. And some kale, that'll be right until tomorrow. And then just kind of sauces and things. I have got some hidden up here. A couple of bars hidden up here. I can show you even. At the end, it's half a bar of dark chocolate. There's another one, another whole bar of dark chocolate. So that's nice for healthy-ish snacking. And then just like loads of peppers, sauces and things. Got a couple of milks. This is all the milk I've got, but I think I've got a nut milk in the other fridge. I'm going to bring that in as well. Tiny bit of that juice. I can Justin will drink that, I expect. A couple of ketchups that need using, and that is it in here. Let's go and see what we've got in the other fridge. Bring it all in there inside and amalgamate it. Oh, I hadn't actually remembered that I'd got mushrooms out here. So that's brilliant. And I bought this to take a pudding to my sister's. And I then decided to do something different. So I didn't take the creme fraiche, and you should have it. So I'm thinking some sort of creamy mushroom thing with rice would be really nice. I've also got the almond milk that I mentioned. So I'm going to take that in. I'm going to take the mushrooms in just so I remember they're there. I've got this butternut squash. That is actually going to last for ages, so I don't have to worry about that. But then I also forgot that I've got broccoli. That's shopping from your own fridge. Broccoli and carrots, more potatoes and sweet potatoes. So I had bought the sweet potatoes and I'd bought some spinach, and I was going to do a curry when the girls were here, and then something happened. For some reason we weren't eating in. I think they were all out in the end, and so it was just me, so I didn't bother doing it for myself. So I've got the sweet potatoes. Again, they're okay, they're fine for a bit. I will take the carrots in. I wanted some carrots, and I'll take the broccoli because obviously it's going to need using. So I've actually got a lot more veg than I thought. So this is going to be easier than I even thought to not go shopping this week, because I've actually still got stuff left over. Brilliant. We've actually got 2 freezers on the go because we were growing food last year, but we're not doing that this year. So I'm wondering whether I can just actually squeeze everything into the smaller freezers, because we've got a little one in the kitchen and then one below the fridge in here in the garage. So let's have a little look and see what we've got. So I've got 3 portions of swede because I made too much, and next time I do that I need a gravy dinner for swede, really, mashed swede, or I can put it in some soup maybe. That is just a couple of bananas which I froze, which I'd forgotten about because I could have used those in the smoothie first. This is just all veg, but look, 3 bags of last year's courgettes. So they need using. So I do need to make a big batch of courgette soup. Hello Archie, you found me. Got some green beans, a few chips, a few bits of sweet corn. What have I got here? Oh, a lemon. I just froze the lemons because I had a couple of lemons that were going bad, and I thought, well, I'll stick them in a gin and tonic. I'll just put those in there. I forget that they're there. Bread, ice, bread ends, and there's nothing at the bottom at all. So there's not much in here. Let's have a look and see what's in the other one. So I've got meat. So I've got, these are the reduced chicken drum fillets I got the other day. Some British chicken thighs I got reduced. And that's just barbecue chicken. It's all chicken that I got reduced as well. There's just a couple of those left, and then some chicken thighs. So they're just plain chicken thighs I tend to give to Archie for his food. And we have, there's something else that needs using now. I need to make some jelly. Red currant jelly is what I need to be doing. These have been in here for ages. And I've got a chicken carcass for stock. Yeah, so really there's no reason to have both the freezers going now at this point. So I'm going to cram everything out of that big one into the little ones while I'm doing this challenge. And if I think, actually, I'm going to get a load of frozen stuff again, I'll put that one back on. But there's no point in running 2 freezers. Well, it's actually more than 2 freezers. I've got that big one, half a one here and half one in there. So that's 2 freezers, isn't it? I can add up. So there's no point though when I'm not filling them up. So yeah, get myself organised. Slight change of plans. So I've used up half of the salad and all of the coleslaw, but also some of the pickled salad and some of the cottage cheese and some Rivitas, and that's my healthy lunch. So as I said, I've got to combine the freezers together and defrost that big freezer. I haven't done that yet. I've been really busy today. But what I have done is go through the little freezer that is below the fridge in our kitchen. And there was, what was in there? There wasn't much in there. There was a pack of smoked mackerel fillets. So they would be good at some point. I haven't actually worked them into this meal plan, but I mustn't forget that they are there. I found 2 vegetable curries portions that I made that I put in there. There were loads of bread ends, absolutely bread ends everywhere. So I've got some out to defrost, and I'm going to make a bread pudding because I do have a few eggs, so I can use a couple of the eggs doing that. I found some frozen peas, some onion bhajis, some kind of beef kebab things. I might have shown you those. No, I didn't. They were in here. They were something that I did show you in a previous video. They're just basically processed meat formed into kebabs with a stick on them. They're not something that I would just love normally, but they were quite severely reduced. They were reduced from about £3 something to about 56p. So I bought them thinking Isabel, while she was here, would eat them, but she didn't. and just some other frozen veg. So in the store cupboard, we've got rice, we've got pasta, we've got some risotto rice, we've got spaghetti, noodles, oats, a couple of cans of coconut milk, some corned beef, loads of corned beef. I still think that's not going to happen this week. Some tinned ham again. You know, not desperate to use those really quickly. Some tins of corn, tins of peas, ton of canned fish, sardines, salmon, mackerel, just a load of, or tuna as well, loads of canned fish, loads of tins of tomatoes, which are handy because I use them a lot. Some tins of beans and lentils. I don't use them very much as I really enjoy them. They don't really like me much. I've got the 5 eggs and some poppadoms. So the meal plan I have come up with based on things that are fresh that need using up mainly, but using a few bits from the stores as well, are some bread pudding. I've got mixed dried fruit, so that can be put in there, and I've got a couple of eggs as well. Justin absolutely loves bread pudding. I always make double quantity because we just go through it, honestly, go through it so quickly. He loves it with a bit of custard. I'm going to make, tonight I already mentioned, use up the rest of that salad, jacket potatoes, use the sour cream that Izzy left in the fridge, and probably a bit more cottage cheese or maybe some cheddar on top of that. And that's fine, that's all I'll need for tonight, and it is only me here tonight. Tomorrow, for me and Justin, I'm going to make a kind of mushroom stroganoff with that creme fraiche that I found. I thought, well, it's not dissimilar to sour cream, is it? So I'm going to make a mushroom stroganoff and have that with some rice. And then on Thursday, I'm going to make a big minestrone soup, a really big one. And I will use the kale in that, some pasta, and some of the bacon in the minestrone. So, and we'll have that Thursday and Friday because I'm going to make enough of it to do 4 meals at least. And then on Saturday, I am going to get some of that the chicken drumstick fillets, which I think is so good and versatile. Some of the sweet potatoes out of the fridge and whatever other veg I can find. We've got carrots, we've got onions, we've got that celery. And I will make a curry with some rice. I'll probably use some of the coconut milk, actually. I do like a coconut kind of creamy curry. I'll use the poppadoms up as well when I make that. And potentially also the onion bhajis. There's only a couple of those. I don't eat them. Justin loves them. So I'll do that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, no traditional roast because I'm using bits up. I'll use the 2 barbecue chicken drumsticks that were in the freezer and the beef kebabs. And we'll do a kind of hodgepodge, kind of meaty type dinner. But I will do some new potatoes, but I'll air fry them so they're like chips. I really like those. I season them really well, maybe put a bit of chilli and that kind of thing on it. And then I'll probably make a salad from grated carrots and perhaps tinned sweet corn because I've got loads of carrots, as you saw, and they're organic carrots, so I don't even have to peel them. So that's going to be Sunday. And then I think that will eke everything out. For lunches, I do have some cheese, I have bread, I've got loads of tinned fish, so sardines on toast would be a good potential lunch. Some of the minestrone might go over into one of the lunches. Got a couple of eggs that could be used, baked beans. I'm trying to think what else there is. All sorts. Breakfast, we've got porridge and I've got fruit. I've got some fresh bananas and I've got some apples. So we use that chopped up into the porridge. I've still got a little bit of yogurt left as well, so potentially I might have yogurt for one breakfast with some chopped up fruit, maybe some seeds. So I think we can use all of that up and then go freshly out and do a shop on Monday. But I will maybe try and incorporate some things like some of the corned beef, because a corned beef salad is quite good, or a corned beef hash. I love a corned beef hash. Might do that for the menu next week. But that's the meal plan for this week anyway, for the remainder of this week. I mean, it's, as I'm recording this, it's Tuesday, so it's not a full week. Last night, what did we have last night? Oh, I was at my mum's. I had to help mum do the garage all day, so she made me an omelette and chips. So that's what I had last night. So yes, I spent the whole day in her cobwebby garage, cursing my dad for keeping so many old tools and just keeping everything and thinking, what am I going to do with all this stuff? But I guess that might be a video for another day. No, actually, I'll insert a little bit here so you can appreciate the extent of the cobwebs and the task, really. I mean, a lot of the thing is that I'm very much take after my dad, I know, because some people would just get a big skip, clear it all out, chuck it away. I can't do that. There's so much stuff that could be reused. So some of it's going to go to a boot sale, which we're going to book in the next couple of weeks. And some of it people will use. So I want to recycle a lot of the metal. There's lots of old tools that are probably beyond salvation in there. I was putting them in banana boxes for a charity that recycles tools. But actually, when I looked on their website this morning, they want them in better condition than these. So I think I'll probably offer them up on free cycle. Anything that doesn't get taken that's made of metal, I'll put in the metal recycling. That we have curbside collections of metal here. So a lot of the things like rusty nails. What do you do with rusty nails? Anyone got a brilliant idea other than just putting it in the recycling again, or taking it down to the tip and putting it in their metal recycling is probably more likely what's going to happen, because there's so much of it, and there's so many just bits and pieces of metal. My dad just kept everything just in case, because he was a thrifty and frugal individual. So that's obviously where I get it from. And he loved his workshop, and he was always out there doing bits and pieces up until probably the last 4 or 5 years, and it all got a bit too much for him. And so much stuff, I just think, I don't know, I have no idea why you kept these things. But there's some stuff in there that I've pulled out to sell on eBay, things like vintage little knobs for furniture. I've actually bought them myself on eBay and paid a vintage price, so I'll maybe keep some in case I need them for projects. But bits and pieces like that I will sell on eBay. Anyway, I'll give you a little look at that before we leave. I'm back in Mum's garage, sorting through the stuff. I'm coughing because it's so dusty in here. Sorting through this stuff that is okay to go to the boot sale, but there's rather a lot of it. I'm not going to fit it all in my car, and pulling out things that just are not going to sell, like some random extension lead for a phone, maybe. I don't really know what that is. I just don't know what to do with this stuff. I hate throwing stuff away. And then I've got a load of bigger stuff here that I can't take to the boot sales. A load of fishing gear and a workbench. Need to take that trestle table, actually, and a table and chairs. I just, I only have a little car. And I've been trying to sort out my dad's tools to donate. I don't even know if they're any good. So I've got all of these ones up here, but I need to put them into this banana box that I found down here. Got this here. I've managed to clear out 2 of these drawers whilst talking to my dad and saying, what the hell did you keep all this for? I've got a load of metal stuff there, which is no good for anybody, I don't think. So I'm going to put it in the recycling, in the metal recycling. I might have to take it to the tip. I've still got more stuff. I just got so much stuff. I don't know. It's overwhelming because I don't know what to do with it. And I hate throwing stuff away. There's all these screws and nails and things. And I don't want to use free cycle here because I don't want a load of random strangers coming around to my mum's when she's on her own. So I'm taking some stuff back now to put on free cycle, and some stuff back to put in the recycling. But, geez, it's a job. It's a life's worth of shed stuff. And we've already cleared so much. And we've got space here with stuff Mum's taking. I've got to do something with these garden chairs as well. I've got a load in my car, but I don't need that many. It may look in control, but I don't really feel in control. I just got things like the parasols. Do I take them home? I don't know. This exercise thing just arrived from Amazon, was the biggest load of rubbish ever and just broke immediately. So I think it's probably going to have to go in the tip. Yes. Cobweb City. You can appreciate the task. We've done a lot though. We've really cleared a lot out between us. I've done the bulk of it, but my family have helped as well. I'm the only one that has that kind of flexibility really in my schedule. They're all like 9 to 5ers, so it's harder for them to find the time. But we'll get there. We are going to get there. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you know next time I am about to upload a video. And hit your notifications bell as well. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.